Agile emphasizes that we embody these 12 principles of Agile, which are documented in the Agile Manifesto. The very first principle, our highest priority is to satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. What is valuable software here? Let us take the example of a cake, the birthday cake which we get. When we get the cake, do we chop or do we cut? We cut the cake into small pies. Each pie has the value. If it's a small kid, you are going to give the small pie. If it's a big person, probably you will give a bigger pie. But each of these pies has all the layers in them. All the layers like the cream on the top, the maybe pineapple layer, the black forest layer, like that, each of these layers, so that every juicy layer is enjoyed by the people whom you are serving to. Similarly, in a software development, if you look at the product that what we develop, just like the cake, each piece of functionality which we call feature, each feature has to be delivered end to end. Means it has to have the user interface, it has to have the middle tier, it has to have the database tier, and any other layers you might have, so that the end-to-end functionality can be used by our customers. Only then we call it valuable in Agile way of working. Means a functionality, a feature is delivered end-to-end so that it is usable by our customer. That's what we essentially have. Value customers see in there. And also, all the requirements that what we have here are prioritized based on high value. High value features are prioritized and ordered on the top of the list, low value items at the bottom. Suppose you have fixed your budget and the time frame, which is inherently in Agile. Only the scope is traded here, because Agile follows value-driven delivery. When we are trading off with scope, essentially what we are saying is, in case we run out of the budget, we will not be doing the low value items which are at the bottom, but we made the cost and the schedule time period. Also, if there is a change that is occurring in the life cycle of development, the change is accommodated for the customer's competitive advantage, and the equal amount of work is shifted down to accommodate that we are going to meet within the same schedule and same cost. So features are traded off essentially. Principle number 2 tells us, welcome changing requirements, even late in development. Agile processes harness change for the customer's competitive advantage. That's what inherently we were talking about, pushing down the less value add features as part of our scope. Principle number 3, deliver working software frequently, from couple of weeks to couple of months, with preference to the shorter time scale. Here we need to question ourselves, why shorter time scale? Essentially the logic behind this is, how long can you wait without feedback for improvement? There is a saying, it's okay to fail but fail early. Failing early means getting to the wrong answer fast. That's good for us. It is better than failing at a later date, like in waterfall software development, failing at the fag end without validating what we are developing for a longer period of time is going to be disastrous. Principle number 4. Business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. Who are the business people here we are talking about? Business people are the business representatives, maybe the business owners or product owners, sometimes we call product champions, people who are representing the business, the product and its related functionality are the business people. Developers is a term which we use in Agile. A developer is a term that represents the developer, the programmer, the test engineer, a business analyst, maybe an architect or a technical writer, whatever role that is needed to make the software feature end-to-end. Means in Agile, successful outcomes come when we take the shared responsibility. So the business people should be closely working with the development people. Developers here mean any of the roles which I explained, like the programmer, test engineer, business analyst, technical architect, or an enterprise level architect, whoever it is, has to be working along with the business people too. Principle number 5. Build projects around motivated individuals. Give them the environment and support they need and trust them to get the job done. Essentially, motivated individuals here we are talking about is about intrinsic motivation that inherently they have. Intrinsic motivation comes from 3 key factors: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Autonomy is the freedom which we inherently give in Agile environments as part of self-organizing teams. They are empowered to take decisions to a certain extent within the boundaries that they operate. And they exist for a purpose. When they feel the purpose that they are within the organization, the kind of product they are building, and how it is helping to their business, they feel more motivated. So these 3 key factors for intrinsic motivation are autonomy, mastery, and purpose. We need to have such a working environment for Agile to be successful. We are into the knowledge working environment today in IT and IT enabled services. Individuals are motivated through these 3 key factors. Principle number 6. The most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within a development team is face-to-face conversation. The communication richness comes when we have face-to-face communication, preferably enabled with a whiteboard in front of you. Principle number 7. Working software is the primary measure of progress. In Agile, we focus on delivering value. Early delivery of value, if you recollect. Working software essentially means value in software development. Working software that is valuable. Principle number 8. Agile processes promote sustainable development. Sponsors, developers, and users should be able to maintain a constant pace indefinitely. That means we will not be buried with overtime beyond a week or 2. The Agile environment needs to facilitate sustainable software development, and there comes the predictability from there. Principle number 9. Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhances agility. If we focus on quality and eliminate any delays that are part of our development, we enable better flow and speed of delivery. Principle number 10. Simplicity. The art of maximizing the amount of work not done is essential. It's important to remember this word here, not done. That means By avoiding things that do not add value to us, we will get more of the things that we can do in the same time that add more value. Principle number 11, the best architectures, requirements and designs emerge from self-organizing teams. Essentially, self-organizing teams here mean diversified roles and individuals from various backgrounds, experiences and various stakeholders. Synergy really comes from these diversified roles. Principle number 12. At regular intervals, the team reflects on how to become more effective, then tunes and adjusts its behavior accordingly. We've been talking about this. Agile is all about empirical process. Empirical process means plan, do, check, act. In order for us to have relentless improvement, continuous learning and continuous improvement is critical for us, and the success behind Agile is because of this. These 12 principles that what we just discussed essentially help us achieve the results. In order for us to make that mindset conducive for Agile work environment and to make Agile successful, we need to be following these principles. Everyone who is working in an Agile environment should be embodying these principles, living in these principles throughout.